Morning, everyone. So right now I'm doing the reading for winter 2015-2016 for fire signs, which is Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. This is going to be the same type of reading that I did for autumn and summer. It's an elemental reading. So there's going to be 4 categories: earth, air, fire, and water, and I'll tell you a little bit about what that means shortly. I wanted to point out that for any of you who like to read horoscopes after instead of before, if you like to read them after to see how accurate they were, or tarot readings in that fashion, you can do that with my summer readings or my autumn readings. They are on my channel. They're also in a playlist on my channel titled Other Tarot Readings. Okay, so I'm using 2 decks here. This is going to be 8 cards. We have Navigator's Tarot of Mystic Sea and the Osho Zen Tarot. And like I said, it's earth, air, fire, and water. So we have for earth, the physical body, physical health, as well as finances and material possessions. So that can be cars, that can be your home, really any material possessions. We have air, which is our mental health, our communications, verbal, nonverbal, written. We have fire, and fire is our action, our behavioral patterns, and our passion, our drive. And then we have water, which deals with our dreams, our psyche, our psychic abilities, as well as our emotional health and our emotional world, so our emotional interactions with others. Alright, so 2 cards for each sector. We have Earth. Okay. For Earth, you have the 6 of Rainbows, which is compromise. This is the earthly suit, the pentacle suit in this deck. And with that, you have the Ace of Wands, stimulation. For air, for air, you have the Master card, and you have the Empress card, which is a major arcana card, and its word is conception. For fire, another major arcana card, silence. And 5 of Swords, destruction. And for water, 7 of Clouds, or Swords, politics, and 8 of Pentacles, economy. I'm a little less familiar with the Navigator's Tarot of the Mystic Sea than I am the Osho Zen deck, so I will be reading them to make sure that I'm getting the full message that I can get. So I apologize for the extra time that takes. Like I said, I want to make sure it's thorough and the best quality I can do for you. Okay, I think I'm going to read this one right out of the book to you. It says Ace of Wands, You are strongly aware of intuitive feelings and are prepared to rely on their wisdom. You realize there is more to existence than outward show, and you are ready to set out on the quest for greater psychological understanding of yourself and of all those who share your life. It's really encouraging, right? So you have that card alongside the compromise card. The compromise card is about deciphering the difference between meeting somebody halfway, the meaning of compromise, where you meet somebody halfway, okay, and the meaning of compromise where you are compromising of yourself. It's about learning the difference, and it's about avoiding the second one, where you are compromising yourself, where you're being self-sacrificial in order to, because you feel like you need to, obligated to, you're afraid to do it differently, reasons of that nature. And it's about creating healthy compromises with people. So it's about balancing it out so you don't feel like you always have to have your way, and you don't feel like you always have to be put on the back burner and not go after what you want either. It's about finding harmonious balance with others, and finding win-win situations where you can both be happy. You may not get, you might want to, I don't know. Sorry, I don't have an example, but I think it's pretty easily understood. I hope so. You have this card here, which is an ace, so that's about a brand new cycle. It's about being wise, it's about your intuition. So I think this is going to be about creating balance and feeling better when it comes to your physical health, when it comes to your finances, when it comes to your comfortability with your possessions within your home, within your vehicle. Some of you may have fears around driving or riding your vehicles, that kind of thing. Okay, so now I can think of some examples with this compromise card. So it might be, for example, that you live with somebody and you want to be a minimalist and really have a lot of open space in your home and only have the bare essentials, and the person that you're living with is totally disrespectful of that, is a total pack rat, collects a lot of things. So it's about finding ways to compromise without compromising of yourself, rather than just having to deal with all of their clutter. It's about working it out so that you both can be comfortable in your home, or finding different living situations. But no longer compromising of yourself, rather finding win-win situations. This may be financial situations where you share money with people, or you are employed by somebody and you want more money. It might be that you aren't going to get as much money as you desire from this person, this employer, or you might not be able to completely control the budget within your marriage, say, but you find a way to get more than you had before, and find some sort of way so that it's a comfortable, fair feeling compromise, and get the rest of your needs met elsewhere if it isn't good enough for you. So It might mean that you find another job, a part-time job that you like, and pick up a little bit of money from there because your boss didn't give you the full raise that you needed, but you got some raise, as an example. Things of that nature. I think you're really well supported in starting something new here and coming from a place of intuition. Not letting others push you around. For some of you, I think that might be what's going on here, is that over the winter you're being asked to, and perhaps given opportunities to move out of a pattern of being self-sacrificial, of compromising of yourself, of letting others kind of tell you what's best for you, and then just doing it to appease others, into your own power, where you're getting guidance from within, rather than feeling lost in the world and needing others to tell you which way to turn and what to do. You're finding the power and intuition and ability to hear your own heart and make your own decisions and grow more confident and successful in them. Okay. Earth, air. So air, we have conception, and we have the master card. Empress and the master. Actually, I'm going to have to take a peek at both of these. If you think that it takes too much time for me to read through these, and it would be better if I just pulled the cards off camera and read them off camera, took notes, and did the readings that way, please let me know in the comments below, because I'm flexible with this, and I want to make it so that you enjoy it and it's most beneficial for you. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and read the Empress card to you. It says, there is a deep desire within you to return to nature, to the enthrallment of the senses, when time ceases and both reason and emotion are cast aside. Within your mind, you incubate the unborn egg of your potential and watch over it vigilantly. You may have gone through a number of experiences recently which have left you confused. And your inner self will lead you on the right trail when the time comes. I'm going to take a look at the Master card also, because I haven't had it pop up very recently. And okay, here we go, 46. The Master card is a very special card. Okay. I think this is about really releasing some of the tension, the mental tension, and the sense of control for some of you. Some of you may have been grasping, feeling the need to control every detail of life, and these cards are supporting you loosening up. The Master card is about not being a master in the sense of being above somebody, like in a hierarchy, in a pyramid type of thing, and controlling people below them. It's not that kind of master. It's a true master, which is a master of oneself. It's a Zen master. So I think these cards are really encouraging you to find more peace, relax a little bit with any rigidity that you have, mental rigidity, thinking that you need to be perfect. For example, thinking every detail is of great significance and being really tense and stressed. Just can have to do with the way you communicate with others. It can have to do with just your mental state and your mental self, the dialogue you have in your head with yourself. This can have to do with your writing, with communication with others, and so forth. So this also is suggesting that it may be beneficial for you to find someone who embodies this, who is kind of them, and has released a good large chunk of attachment to his folks, who's living in alignment with look up Zen and see see the meaning of Zen, I guess. It's suggesting that you can learn from others. Alright, there was some noise, so I had to stop and restart. This may be asking you to become more relaxed and Zen, practice things like meditation or relaxation techniques of any sort, getting out into nature, walking if you can, comfortably. Exercise, anything that relaxes you and gets you out of your head should benefit your writing, your communication with others, and your mental health overall. Okay, for fire, we have destruction, 5 of swords, and silence. Again, another indicator that finding relaxation can benefit you in the actions that you're taking and any behavioral patterns that are asking to be shifted at this time. I'm going to take a peek at the 5 of Swords card here. Swords are suit having to deal with the mental realm. So again, your head may be getting in your way. I hope that wasn't too loud. I'm going to read it right out of the book to you. It says, promises have been too easily made and not kept. Therefore, friends and colleagues no longer trust you. The mistake was to take on more than you could comfortably handle. Learn how to say no if you cannot honestly meet demands. We all have limited time in our lives, so do not betray your own needs. Alright, so I'm getting a pretty clear message here with this. This is about creating more balance in your life. This is about finding more relaxation, taking more time for yourself and self-care, trying to avoid the victim-martyr scenario, not overstretching yourself, not taking on too much, and therefore becoming more reliable, finding more respect for yourself, becoming more in alignment when it comes to your actions, taking actions that are more in alignment with your path and not exhausting yourself and wasting energy. So again, I'm going to say that this is about finding ways to relax as well and allowing yourself time to do that. Again, the card said say no when you can't take on a project or a commitment, when there are things you can't do. This is about taking actions for yourself and not feeling guilty about it. Maybe it might be about prioritizing things a little bit when it comes to what you're committing to and what you are taking on as a commitment of something you'll do. Weighing how important it is to you, what you feel in your own heart, and the way to do that is to get in touch with yourself from a relaxed point of view. or one of the ways. You may also wish to write things out, write out perhaps what others are asking you to do or what you feel obligated to do, and prioritizing what's most important so that you are not getting stuck in a cycle of doing things that are really not that important and exhausting yourself, burning yourself out, and creating an imbalance where you don't have time to do things that are truly important for your well-being and for your relationships. Okay. And then for air, we have the Eight of Pentacles. This is water, not air. We have the Economy card, which is Eight of Pentacles, and we have the Politics card. So, for some of you, I think you are having some emotional trauma or turbulence related to finances and your relationship to money. You're feeling like you have to be someone you're not. You're feeling like you have to put on a facade, and you're feeling like you have to either lie directly or be manipulative, trick people in order to survive or in order to gain enough money. Some people are addicted to money. This card says that, I'm going to look it up, I remember it pretty well, but I want to get the exact wording here. Money is only a tool, a link in the chain between effort and sustenance. To sustain, it must be saved. To gain, it must be used as a living sculpture of one's will. You will make good decisions regarding investments. So, rather than allowing yourself to be manipulated or tricked by others as well, and feeling obligated to do things because of fear, this is about coming from a place of inner strength and understanding that how you spend your money is of importance. It helps shape your world and reality, and allowing yourself to spend money on yourself and your future, your well-being, what you need, rather than being tricked, manipulated, coming from a place of fear and doing things out of either obligation or out of a place of fear, feeling like, well, I don't really want to pay this church, what do you call it, TILF? I don't know, the 10% thing. I don't really want to pay it, I don't feel right, but you may feel like, if I don't, then I'm going to be shunned by society, I won't have protection, I won't have respect from those close to me, community, etc. It's about finding emotional well-being through and also connecting with the right people emotionally by being true to yourself and by getting your finances in a better balance, not using money in an unhealthy way to try to fill some void within you. So this is especially true for people who have shopping addictions. For example, that's kind of the extreme of it, is people who have shopping addictions and will just work all the time, feeling like crap at their job, getting really stressed out, and then go make themselves feel better by spending all of their money. It's about finding other ways to fill any emotional void that you have or work through any emotional issues without using money in an unhealthy way to do that. This can also be on the other end of it, where you feel like you have to save every penny and be really frugal, and you can't afford to do things for yourself. You can't afford to buy a massage. You can't afford to treat yourself to things, and so forth, because you feel fear and like you need to hoard money. So yeah, it looks like that's what's going on in the emotional world and relating to others emotionally. It's about finding a way to be more authentic, to feel free, to be more of yourself, less like you need to be manipulative or false in order to survive financially, or in order to feel good. So I would say that the message here is to work on your relationship with money, make it a more healthy relationship. Have faith that if you do that, though it may bring up some stuff initially that looks like you're going in the wrong direction, and it may not, but it may for some of you bring up some stuff where it feels like you're going in the wrong direction initially. It's about having faith that you can and you will start attracting people who are in better alignment with you, with your truth, with your sense of values and what you want to do in your life. If you stay the course and stay on that, and look through your financial issues, and allow yourself to have greater financial health. Okay, so I'm just going to take a quick look at all of these and see if I get any more messages here. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull another card to make it sort of the overall theme card, and take a look at that and see what comes up. Okay. You have the Thunderbolt card, which is a major arcana card. So the Thunderbolt card is about, well, when you think of thunder, what thunder is let me start this way. Okay. Thunderstorms can be kind of scary, even if you're not actually afraid of them. They may startle you. You may be, you're not expecting to hear a boom and you hear it and it jolts you. Or you may be outside and lightning's kind of close and it frightens you. But the thing about thunderstorms is, once it's over, there's this really fresh, clear, clean, cleansed energy. It's very pure. It's very, very much a fresh start, a new beginning. And that's a beautiful, wonderful blessing, really. So you may feel over the winter like things are being shaken up. There's a bit of chaos and it's uncomfortable. But it's ultimately for a good reason. It's ultimately about releasing tensions and things that are not serving you any longer, and getting into the fresh and new, something better, making it so that you have a clean slate, a place to build a more authentic, more heartfelt situation for yourself and your life. So I'm really seeing in all areas here kind of the contrast of really uncomfortable energies, negative patterns, and the release of them. So thunderstorms are, how they come to be, is there's two very opposite energies, and they keep getting closer and closer together, more and more powerful, both of them, until there's a pressure. They're pushing on each other, and there's a pressure building up, and it feels really intense. There's an intensity, a really strong pressure felt, and then there's the release. If we were to assign thunder to one of the moon cycles, it would be the full moon. It's the accumulation, the peak, the most intense part of the energy, and then it releasing. So after the full moon and that really most powerful peak energy, it starts waning. So there's that release. And I think that's what's going on for you over this winter, is you are having that pressure release. Alright, so I hope this reading was helpful for you. If you'd like to leave any comments or questions below, please do so. Thank you for all of your likes and shares and views. I'm now on Patreon, so if you'd like to support me there, the link for that is down below in the description as well. Merry parts, and merry meet again, and have a wonderful winter.